Chrissy King versus Deborah Towslee. Case number 23 AP 379. Appellant Chrissy King is self-represented and is appearing by WebEx. Appellee Deborah Towslee is not participating in this appeal.
All right, Ms. King, can you hear us all right?
Yes, I can.
All right, we may have difficulty hearing you, so we'll ask you to speak up, please. And you have 5 minutes, and you may proceed when you're ready. It's your responsibility to keep track of your time.
Okay. First, I'd like the court to know that I do have disabilities, so my thoughts and speech and writing don't always come out clear. I do have short-term memory loss, so please address me if something doesn't make sense. Understanding things and attaining things. So I first want to start out with, I do have a couple years of pre-law. The lower courts did illegal acts to benefit the defendant. Basically giving me false information. And this wasn't the only case. I had other cases where they gave me false information to apply to the Supreme Court. As well as they intentionally lost my evidence to proceed with the case. And then tell me Deborah Towslee was notified when she wasn't. Not only did I hear the scanner call of the cop going to serve Deborah Towslee, the female even stated that it wasn't her. I even called the court prior to the court case, and the officers at the police station told me she was not served. They refused to look at my evidence that I provided and then told me that I didn't provide any. They conformed to what the lawyer wanted, despite the fact I showed an ongoing consistent of conduct between job A, job B, and even after termination. They even agreed with me on some of the laws that they themselves told me would be required as stalking and did not follow through. Such as Deb and her lawyer stalking me online and then submitting me evidence which caused me to miss court because I ended up in the emergency room. Refused to take into the account that this physically debilitated me to the point I had to have a nurse come and look after me because I was not physically able to do it in fear of the bodily harm and threats I was receiving from Deb, to which she illegally entered my house, threatened me bodily harm that she was going to force entry, and because I did not let her in, she tried to evict me illegally on the spot, and then threatened me with a bunch of repercussions, the same thing with her lawyer, trying to do a quid pro quo. Shires made me do a conflicting interest by telling me that I had to put everything through Deb's lawyer, that they weren't going to listen to anything I had to say. Deb's assistant, tenants here in my area, my building complex, were threatened by Deb to monitor and stalk me and follow me. I proceeded with that. When Deb changed from job A to job B, she had those tenants stalk me as well online. There was even a female who was the daughter of a female in job A that Deb was threatening. Deb was threatening her daughter as well, that I had as a witness.
Appellant, 1 minute remaining.
And she threatened her as well. The continued stalking proceeded with an ongoing course of conduct. Deb was threatening my witness to evict her and everything else. Shires told me Deb was the only person Even after job A and B, she was the only individual that had the password to the security cams where I live. She was monitoring my comings and goings when I wasn't here, illegally going in my house. I noted that information that was in my house that she relayed to a tenant in the building that's handicapped and had no way of knowing what gun I had in my closet. Court documents that were stolen and given to one of the tenants here, again, that was handicapped, that also used in her court case.
Appellant, no time remaining.
Okay.
All right, Ms. King, you may finish that sentence and then you'll have to wrap it up.
I'm done.
All right, very good. Thank you. Bailiff may call the conclusion.